Good afternoon, DG. With him, all directors along Ministry of Law, Trade, Commerce, NI-VANUATU business, with them all senior officials. We you must have a stop today long afternoon. Also, you may tell one good afternoon to all fellow citizens. Well, it's follow me law live stream, yeah, all fellows belong, fellow members belong all members of media. Before you may commence long this afternoon, you want to acknowledge him or tell him thank you long Yuvala. Plus have a present day afternoon. Also plus have accept them invitation below committee. Committee may recognize some time, more effort, more support below Yuvala, this parliamentary process. And also committee want to acknowledge him dedication, more all efforts, all sacrifices where you will stop make them across long country, blow make sure you will implement them all government policies, all program, all services where you will start provide them under all challenging circumstances. More you will serve all people belong Republic blow Vanuatu. Following 63 Parliamentary Standing Committee me established me examine all matters where me review Hamlem through the Parliament. More also serve undertaking all oversight government policies, programs, administration, more expenditure of public funds. Me want to emphasize on local say work committee me grounded law constitutional more legislative oversight mandate. I mean one political driven, but rather I may employ strengthen democratic governance, improve institutional performance. More I ensure say public administration system may operate effectively, transparently, law best interest, all people law Vanuatu. So committee may encourage them all officials belong provide them all accurate, truthful, relevant, more supported by records when necessary. All statements we by you will reflect them this afternoon. And by me should be reality. More all evidences by me considered also more evidence belong so we given law committee law formal findings. And the afternoon hearing me examine all matters where me arise law programs for ministerial projects, expenditure, more performance. The committee may look forward to receiving clear, factual, more constructive responses when I have assist him deliberations along this afternoon. So I thank you, DG, with them on the directors and senior officials once again, plus I attend them this hearing this afternoon. More you may proceed with them all questions along this afternoon, more responses will be like giving. But before you may go through them, let me ask him clerk, plus have contact him hold, plus some you may where you may not been taken hold long Monday. So this time you give him time law clerk plus have contact him hold. Thank you, clerk.
I
I, Paul Pio,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that the evidence that I shall give that the evidence that I shall give
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I
I, Adela Isaka Aro,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that the evidence that I shall give
that the evidence that I shall give
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I
I, Colin Tavi,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that the evidence that I shall give
that the evidence that I shall give
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I
I, Joe Yauko,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that the evidence that I shall give
that the evidence that I shall give
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Clerk Blow Survey. Obviously, them old belong this afternoon. Mr. Now declare MC hearing belong the delo afternoon. I may open. So the afternoon, you make a teachy belong trade, commerce, money, one of the business. With them director below tourism office. We also got director belong industry. And we also got director below cooperative. And you may got CEO belong VTO, Mr. Wadem Yemitulo did the afternoon. And you may also got sector analyst belong DESPAC, Mr. Wadem Yemi. And also you may got Mr. Alik Perry Thompson, Mr. Bolsam EO, long Ministry belong trade, and we also start with him you made it a long afternoon. And me one time where you must have a story and long all questions when me been raised by honorable members. Drew Law 2025 annual report belong Ministry where me submitted the law Parliament. Intend belong the afternoon you may go straight long all questions where by honorable members only ask him law Yumi and also by me give him time law you will have respond. Therefore, me give him time law honorable members, time may open for any questions raised law this afternoon. Thank you. Me give him time, honorable member, Malo Aure, honorable Alan Leakey.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, Lou. Good afternoon, honorable members. Good afternoon, Law Tichi. What the directors, Law Yumi Law Ministry of Trade. Thank you, time, Lee Wala. Misabi, you will pin come last week. Mo tete bagan you come blow. Me will got some questions. Me got some questions, Law. Me ask him. Thank you, Lord. What you will start making so far. Because I'm today. Got some place me will suppose you will been haram me will been to haram all islands play me last year. Some questions he developed the place. And me will me want to ask him last afternoon. Me got I think 4 questions for tourism. Mo one blow industry, but me ask him through Louis Colo who ya by you identify him employee answer all questions. First question below me, hemi about trip lo mi balai ko ton lo Luganville. Mi balai ko find out mi balai visit mo office lo tourism lo Luganville. Find out se you got one mi balai office lo trade ministry lo trade he built him. He look very good. He stop lo place ya. But when mi balai identify lo time when mi balai visit is you mi built him office ya. After you mi leko stop you mi mimi wanda mi wala answer mi say why na you may know you may know central you may centralize them you may centralize them every funding lo pot vilano mo you may know give him opportunity lo kata lo Luganville or still request ikam lo villa lo karam approval lo LPO whatever lo le make all payments down lo not why na me you may no sabe give him access ya lol kata. Secondly, me wala find out say office, one particular office specific one, pe staffing ino kat why na you me caramel staff, one staff staff lo contract cutting for so long even contract me no renew, but I still keep him from only short staff. Why na me still continue lo Luganville? Last something resource building ya well built. But you mean no resources with them every equipment we is supposed to stop lo make a movie say me up and running. First question blow me. Second question blow me. Only concern blow Luganville lo Sanma provinces. Only profile make profiling lo every site. All potential site lo tourism lo Luganville. Pe marketing part lehem na pot villa ino mekem why na may no happen lo Luganville me wanda sabe why na you mean no help lo marketem Sanma province mi declare min teras plomir sa men people Malaure san inside lo Sanma province why na you mean no help lo you me promote mo marketem protakias tourism protake lo we Sanma province government give money ko plo yumi ka task mo staff plemi oli ko out plo yumi deploy mo kata plo limek profile li kampak yumi no promote plo yimekem se give him some opportunities lo some all entrepreneur lo Luganville tourism will start thinking lo kamanda poli kamanda me number 3 two question blomi number 3 question blomi is mi wala lo Sanma province earthquake ino kilimi wala lo number 17 December 2025 the 24 rather earthquake ino affect mi wala ya pe time earthquake ya affect Port Vila mi no sabe sol crucibio li costa buea mi wala tu ino look isaba katwan ansa lo se waina earthquake ya affect Port Vila yumi takam se ya affect Vanuatu mekam se crucib ino mo kam tu lo Luganville pe Port Vila no mo affected Luganville ino affected wote mo nar la pot lo not mi wanda wan answer lo place number 4 question lo is how now potential sites where you miss have identify Sanma province have identify all future potential site how now kata isabe all isabe mekem lo tourism isabe kamin blo help em all kata we oli one mol site ya blo yumi kara mi kamol se mol narwala cruise ship what we call port of call whatever it is blo yumi sabe karam lo Sanma ikatol narwala potential site will establish look hembe yumi no make any templo sabe ko look all kata why na me no yumi how na yumi sabe make emplo kata ya only come part lo tourism activity number 5 question lo mi hemi ikolo industry mi ask question lo agriculture pe mi no satisfy question lo mi is agriculture kam talem lo mi bela se hemi issue mot 25 permit lo root crops farmers prol ketana ba halil bem yumi mi tarak tem question ko lo tichi pa yu sabe talem lo mi bela sa ona pa kui answeran pe ol katana ol 25 permit holtana poli help em yumi plo oli supply em quantity wo yumi nidim plo ikon sa container plo yumi export em while oli sa dikim 25 permit no ol kata ol root crop farmer lo san maya plo oli supply em all root crop yal some example taro iko inside lo iko lo pack house while 25 ya oli talam say after lo 9 months pol katal the supply my question is how na you sabe assure me wala dit say from by me mas make sure say me maintain them export quantity we market in it for you start them plo export you must maintain them quantity ya but time with 25 all kata no pol permit holder the receive permit after 9 months pol kata sabe supply how na you sabe currently me wala say all unregulated permit holder farmers pali sabe supply demand quantity we you need in the house from plo you me full one container plo taro men sabe I think by yo valo 10,000 fruit plo taro pe so 25 no more regulated all unregulated one na you sabe assure you me say you cut quantity ya you been cut quantity you been look say cut quantity ya lo non-regulated pharmacy lo supply am lo iko pack house. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member Plo Malwaure. Honorable Member, me ask him 5 questions altogether. First one, long side Plo look and feel tourism office, lo side Plo access of funds and staffing, what them resource. And second one, lo profiling, lo potential sites. Number one, lo cruise ship. Number 4, potential port of call, lo Sanma province. Mo narwan all route crop permits. Firstly, by me give him time lo DG.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Good morning, lo you, all honorable members, lo committee, senior officials. First of all, let me just thank Honorable MP Plomalo, where he asked him all 5 questions here. I think by me give him all questions I call Yumilo Tourism, Department of Tourism Director, where we start afternoon here with them VTO CEO with all staff. But I think one issues where you will raise them, in particular all 4 first questions here, very important. Issue na se pa imitramlo make sure say you may decentralize them all services pro you me I think it cut one strategy or one act way stop lo decentralizations you may start and finish you may work and finish but I think you come back and no resources with them staffing issues where you may stop so by dola offices but have provide them more details law issue yeah law information law committee no more me law tourism department I think public service commission and just have approved new structure so I think most of those offices within law provinces for me by cut an increased law staffing bulk also resources me put them to one NPP core law budget for 2027 which will include a number of staffing issues by me very looking called one all province play me too. So I think by me humbly request them support play too in terms of time budget they may come through lo discussions for next year's budget. But yeah, I think by me tell them all same say tourism it cut all potential port of calls, for instance, where we stop. I think by director with them CEO, but will I provide them more details, law EMIA and issue law number 5 questions where all 25 one EMIA permits. I think by me also invite them director law cooperatives where we stop. How number you me make sure say coordinations, more collaborations between the Ministry of Trade and the Ministry of Agriculture happen to make sure say pack house by staple same one and I think some law you will our members you will raise evidence on Monday. We don't want to see it as a white elephant, and maybe want something where you come back and you mean administrations how they work together to make sure as a point we will highlight them in terms of unregulated farmers how they can sustain when they supply equal pack house here going forward. The income depends low. Started operating procedures for Yumi, but I think Director Cooperatives by me give more details. So, Chair, if you permit me, by me invite him Director Pro Tourism with them CEO Pro video to respond all for the questions first, and then me ask him Director Cooperatives ways have come in load that questions. So even Director Industry too. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, Honorable Chair, with them, Honorable MPs. Thank you, DG. Lo side lo question, lo Honorable MP, lo Malo. First, I think lo side lo visit where you've been conducted last year, lo Santo. Also, you rightly mentioned them. Office lo Yumi lo Santo. I mean not just lo Department of Tourism. I actually Ministry Complex. So. Ministry Plo Yumi lo 2023-2024 Yumi launch complex ya lo Santo lo centralize every services we stand under lo Ministry Plo Trade. Part lo hem na ikat Department of Tourism wanda lo structure hem ikat 2 officer we sit inside lo hem ikat manager with one product development officer. Me want them correct them back no small part where he mentions the staff only staff lo contract. I think he been staff long time finished, but as of 2024, we've like regularize them situation block at finished. Well, in no more one staff lo contract. They actually employed the Public Service Commission. Well, got one employment letter, some green letter where you must staff column. So part yana also lo staff lo structure lo you me only allow employee got 2 staff, then potential employee got 1 contracted staff. But he sit under lo Luganville municipality. Pehemia na mi stop lo contract. Hemia na yumino koplo touch base lehemiet with them municipality lo Luganville. Yumi focus first time lo tuvala staff where you actually employed by public service. The site lo resources, yes, definitely me agree with them. Honorable MP say resources no sufficient, especially considering that Santo is second largest economic hub of Vanuatu with them a lot of potential for tourism, but you make at only 2 staff when we allocated Lehem and the structure we stop. Law 2025 is of April 2026, sorry. Public Service Commission we finally approve new structure of the Department of Tourism where we increasing from 2 staff by me 4 to 5 staff where by me position Lo Santo. And then by cat me separate me got dedicated staff to Luganville where we look at them no more rural urban area. Then by got staff by me look at them rural area. Then you got 1 manager where we support them. Then you will also as part of the centralization by got 1 deputy director of the Department of Tourism. Current structure you may not got, but now you have a new structure you got 1 deputy director. Deputy director by me position is Lo Santo. I think I'm same structure where public service me stop one them lo roll them out. Every department or at least most department only must got 1 deputy directorship. And by my position now is Lo Santo. Think by me call nara question lo side promotions is lo colleague lo mi CEO Adela lo Vanuatu Tourism Office. And by me answer mo nara question no in regards to department. Lo side lo all commitment lo financial commitment lo side lo LPO. Ikat all financial services are available finish. I think you know got any restrictions so you me block them all katap lo no commit LPO lo finance. Perhaps you need to do with them training, lo sabe how lo use some system, smart stream system lo finance, lo sabe committee LPO. But may me no stop mo katab lo sabe ko directly lo way. But I'll be happy to follow up with my team. Finances were somewhat uncomfortable or comfortable lo committee LPO, they can commit the LPO directly in Santo. And that happens to everyone, every province. You got all headquarter lo kata where you got FSB staff is have under level commitment lo LPO locally. Lo site lo potential sites lo Sanma, and thank you MP where you mentioned them also lo Sanma. Yes, you make out some existing port of calls finish where we start. They're quite well known and visited by either yacht vessels and cruise ships. Lo Yaya, you may be making some scoping too. Hemiko and Lo Santo, and especially also you mentioned them Lo Malo, Island Lo Malo. You make out one scoping when we identify finish. We've like been discussed with the community and assessing level of readiness. At the moment. community hemi set up, hemi express him strong interest, plo want them venture into tourism sector, but hemi need him, plo hemi help him kata, plo set up pathway set up lol kata, plo set up toli kamul se one community development kat one community development initiative hemi kera, plo lisave come together, plo promote them. So I think scoping mi vlai complete finish. Mi save share him copy plo scoping report ika botem chamber, plo you vlai aware hem too. And based on readiness, plo mi vla now ya, plo work plo to 2026, 2027, so that at least they be able to accommodate by 2028. Level of readiness, plo yumi lo site plo malo. Lo site lo narfala areas lo santo, mi vla been refurbishing back Champagne Beach. I think jetty plo yumi lo Champagne Beach, he been damaged lo time lo last cyclone we pass, lo Harold. Make MC all vessels, so lino save ko town lo Champagne Beach from place where Balinit to come out lehem, wharf ya hemi badly damaged. So imi fix him lo 2024, so far imi kat cruise ship na imi stop go back, or at least all yacht small cruise expedition ships, so stop go back lo Champagne Beach. Follow directive way kam lo ministry, lo honorable minister lo yumi, imi look lo yumi mas, imi askem lo yumi save look lo potol rate to lo yumi save kerap. So mi like a discussion stop lo make him scoping to lo port lo rib lo look the assessment lo site and site lo site what how community mi save come together lo mi set up. Then you give him back ownership ya go back lo keta. I think mi save answer mo sem lo site lo potential sites lo santo, there definitely are the potential sites subject to availability of resources, so mi like save cut. Mi vlai save deployment offices plo mi vlai ko, but again also mi been mentioned lo honorable MP, you quite limited in terms of manpower you cut, but hopefully with the new structure we have come, people when mi vlai save recruit them, then we can deploy them more into the outer islands. Ami putum also invest time. I think the other question was earthquake hemi been happened, then cruise ship hemi no, got full of cruise ship hemi ko Los Santo. Why? Los Saitia, I think, I mean one recurrent reasoning well cruise ships, cruise lines, mi vlai been approach mo kata, ask him los pusi save kat some possible divergence ko Los Santo. I think in 2024, I think got 1 or 2 no more diversions where all cruise line only save make mi ko Los Santo, but then diverted back, you go back no more lo Mr. Land lo go back. And plan the reasoning well give him lo mi vla bike and the operational cost lo kata lo Kasem Santo. And the additional length of stay or night we probably spend them biking. Lol visitors plolkata from bin stable schedule se plolikasem make instead of a 8 days 8 nights cruise itinerary I make also 11 days itinerary, so they also have to manage those areas, but we've been able to manage only out of those 2 diversions semicos. Focus plamivlai make semivlai focus in plande equals medium sized vessels or cruise expedition ships. I think emiana you fly full up only stop cam or small size vessel scenic group vessels when we've been come lo Luganville recently, then you make out some other ships too, well stop look and visit him Santo. I mean Santo make out full of potential, but we need to work with them cruise line so that they are aware of the different product that we have available. In terms of marketing, definitely we can one component will be very important too, how you market them on product. I go back lol keta. Vanuatu currently has about 85 anchorage sites across full Vanuatu. I mean when we've been identifying Venice and Malampa watem Torpana to got the strongest number of highest potential sites for anchorage. Malampa with about 26 and Torba potentially 22. But that your potentials one we still need to make an assessment blame. Looks at level of readiness or preparedness. Some law work we make a not in province na including renovation or reactivation lo yacht club lo Maivo lo Ansanvari. But me launch lo Yaya completion plehem. Miami one part one community project where we've been handling. You may also complete him in September renovation lo Molecular Yacht Club. We start lo Wala. Then you got one lo masculine information shelter. We start lo masculine. I mean now to follow one when we've been managed with the resources. So we've got we've deploy them or resource back all community up. Lo taken back ownership lo yacht clubs lo keta. The other ones are more in down south. Then you got one low port resolution when we reactivate and finish. And then you got lo AP. Then others we put lo run on lo Ambrem. If been completing finish with them sanitation block. In 2026, I think by if look lo reports where you been 2025 report where you come completing back some sanitations block, especially lo Torba. A lot of emphasis has been giving me lo too. Lo you start marketing lo lo cruise expedition. You complete him ablution block lo ure para where you launch him last year. What them lo lo Torres. And then now you start to come back by again, me will make a level of readiness plora what the Motalava, but first time by me receiving one cruise ship lo manis lo September, Noble Caledonia vessel, by hemico visiting Ramo Motalava lo Yaya lo September. I think by me like all semi harvest time, honorable MP, by me allow him CEO of VTO is to answer him lo site lo marketing lo all sites. Thank you.
Thank you. Director, you may give him time lo CEO long supplementary response.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Chair, more honorable MP. Complimentary law response with Director Blo Tourism me give him. I think honorable MP Blo Santo Malo, you asked him some specific questions lo sat Blo Santo. So I think based lo some of the sites where Director Tourism me outline them. Ibin kat plante identified potential sites where ibin assess mo kita. Lo work with Vanuatu Tourism Office and me undertaken by him must introduce one market readiness assessment by again, blo verify him say operators are actually ready blo enter market. The reason why me highlight them you also may because post-COVID you may identify them say got some significant changes he happen lo sector blo tourism. Plantel will experience tourism workers eli been exit out lo sector because you miss have say sector blo tourism been affected and so plantel find them entrepreneurial opportunities so eli been migrate blo golo labor mobility program. Therefore you find them out say plantel all get tourism businesses, eli employ new staff members, eli come work by again. And no transition, but you recruit to more new people, eli come work, plantel ulgata, eli lack knowledge, but how eli have respond quickly, eli have communicate, eli have building relationship with the market. And time you refer to market, we mean say response or how you continue to build them up, restoring back confidence, equal wholesalers or travel agents, all key markets also Australia, New Zealand, with New Caledonia. 3 key markets pluyumi or primary markets pluyumi lo Vanuatu tourism. And so you may know them say me got one slow response. Therefore, with them support with government of Australia, me provide them come lo government of Vanuatu through lo one funding arrangement or one program we may call them economic support package ESP. You may know them say one lol get activity where you may love Vanuatu Tourism Office, you may roll them out now, yeah. And me one project where you missing out them, me market readiness pathway. Project you may work with them all identified operators where you may assess them level blow market readiness blow and you must try and connect them specifically with their market. Just last week, Vanuatu Tourism Office, they host them one Vanuatu Tourism Market Forum, on Friday 19 June, with them Saturday 28 June. We also inform them members of the tourism industry about market readiness pathway. The reason why we highlight them here because also when we tell them earlier, you may find them out, say, planted tourism business where we exist throughout the country. Despite the good efforts with the Department of Tourism, and we carry them out, plus system say, already, planted is still got challenge yet, how will you connect with the market, either international market or domestic market itself. And so, one process, blame work, especially with them planted lo yumi ol NI-VANUATU or yumi on all businesses. We will also identify that planted all FDI business, foreign direct investors, and we more easier blol geta where current funding assistance through all commercial bank, and help them really connect quickly. And we call a market, but planted lo yumi ol NI-VANUATU tourism business operators, and we still one challenge. Olgata will not got access blow current funding support below one commercial bank. And still find one struggle really actually upgrading business flow participate in trade shows. But we give one another example. Lo iya lo first week lo March you may host them South Pacific Tourism Exchange, SPTE. And one trade show where we carry close up 200 sellers around the region. So you carry more tourism operators, either Vanuatu, Samoa, Fiji, Solomon Islands, the Pacific region. You may participate in 2 days trade show lo Fiji. Why Fiji? I host them very convenient. I centrally located, but you carry more wholesaler, more travel agents lo North America, Europe, Australia, New Zealand. At least have come together lo Fiji, and you may host them. Lo you lo Vanuatu, you may got 15 operator. Elipin participate lehem. But you carry much more than that. it's costly, blo you save kare molgeta from palinit lo pem one affair blogeta, lipem accommodation cost, lipem registration fee, and you also need blo lipem all marketing collaterals blogeta, blo prepare promotion blogeta, blo local appointments blogeta. Woko NI-VANUATU tourism office, me coordinate registration. Sometimes we will assist, we will pay registration fee. Everyone will register to confirm participation. But hemi come actual marketing collaterals for one business operator. We need to create them. Cost hemi ko paklo one business operator by again. So you may find them say access, credit, plan the all tourism businesses, actually market ready, and still not easy. Therefore, question also me ask him say, all potential sites, after you make an assessment, how na you may not promote them all kita? We do promote them generally as Vanuatu as a tourism destination. Specifically also one business, you may find them out, say, plan the operators, in particularly or NI-VANUATU tourism operator, and still start one process where we must help them all get more, probably have come up, and lo blessana by me looking say by more opportunity, or business get more bookable. You may find them out too, say, plan the business or tourism business lo Vanuatu. Time you may tell them, say, market ready. Plan the kita, you may encourage them through training support where Vanuatu Skills Partnership and we provide them, or Vanuatu Institute of Technology through Hospitality Tourism Leisure Training Center. Need really undergo particular training, really understand them, how you work with them different inbound operator or tour operators. Why we mention them? Because the tourism sector having one process where involve them a number of different layers. But you look him recently, time with cruise ship hemi stop come lo Yumi lo Vanuatu, especially lo Port Villa. But you look him with them use blo AI, you look him plant in Vanuatu where you got access blo immediately participate lo training blo learn them ChatGPT. Immediately, eli help them improve them, promotion blo business blo kita. Eli talamat services where eli offer them, which is fantastic. Be time you work with one particular agent or one wholesaler, ikat one middleman where pahemi mi negotiate them, commission blehem, because ikat one rate where pahemi charge them, blemi connect them you, because hemi mi responsible one pool of other agents where hemi work with them. Blessem you will identify them, say in it, you me train them, plant your businesses, you me yet, you understand them distribution system, you me lo sector, then by you me look him say more and more NI-VANUATU, by you got access, you open up how you me market them businesses, me want them also end them off no more, tell them say Santo as a destination, and me second international port, Vanuatu. As of April this year, you may look him say Solomon Airlines, also main national carrier, and stop service in Brisbane, Santo twice 1 week. And me carry over 300 seats capacity where me carry Santo. And me show him say Santo, and me position very strategically. You may continue, you may must build them up awareness, more marketing, Australian market no more. Because once you may able to succeed by you may grow more volume, visitors go Santo, and from Santo and come hub and spread them out more visitors, lit make them travel ko Malakula, Elizabeth ko Pentecost, Elizabeth ko Ambai, Elizabeth ko Torba. And more convenient you exit out Los Santo than you exit out Port Villa. As me tell them me want them informing committees, me will tell them thank you, government of Vanuatu, through Ministry of Public Utility, with them Ministry of Finance, more Foreign Affairs, through negotiations, where list work now, you may look him potentially once I me finalize, but you should look him one nerve route packing by me open up Los Santo. Once route here me officially announced, after negotiations are complete, but you may look him say one new route we open up Santo, then but you got 3 international flights. Go through Los Santo. You got discussions is underway now, one nervla 4th route. Me fly directly also go Los Santo. Suppose me successful, but you may look him say 2026 alone, but you got 4 international flights. You arrive 1 week, emi ko Los Santo. Emia itekem yumi outlo 300, potentially yumi save kasem up to 500 visitors lo 1 week while you arrive Los Santo lo 2026 no more. So emi one strategic area where you may video, you may look forward them because suppose you may successfully achieve him here through the support of government, immediately by me open them up more access, equal narrow provinces play you me. Therefore, me look him potential blame that you may continue to make him more marketing lo Australia market, and also you may build him up lo long haul market play me, especially in North America. That's why by Harem recently me acknowledge him partnership with him Fiji Airways, because Fiji Airways me build him up North America market, block connect them North America. And North America market, you mean him say you may refer lo Vancouver, lo Canada, you may refer lo San Francisco, Los Angeles, lo America, and as well as Dallas. These are markets where flights in terms of Fiji Airways, they fall down every day. And come through Nandi. And connection, I mean, create them seamless travel. It means seamless travel, I mean, as soon as you fly to Los Angeles, a 10.5 hours flight, and you fall down to Nandi Airport at 4:30 in the morning. At 11 o'clock, you're checking in again. You say by 2:30, you depart Nandi, you arrive to Villa Loblese around 3:30, 4 p.m. Very good timing that you arrive to Port Villa. Because lo one tourists, as soon as I arrive, I come through the airport, I check in the hotel Blehem, or the web place where I book lo Stalem, for sure, by me enjoying one nice full of cocktail, kava, and me looking sunset, experience my holiday Blehem me start. Once you make a reliable connectivity with the national airline, also you service is to improve, but you looking faster connections to Outlook Port Villa, Los Santo, Molnarvel Island. But in terms of marketing itself, you may make a plan to work now with them all reps, well Australia, New Zealand, New Caledonia, as well as Asia, Europe, with them North America. Lastly, we want to highlight them no more say start on next week. Next week, number 2 July, you must look forward. We open up one new route back in partnership with them Solomon Airlines. Minister of Trade and Commerce, by me officially make him route up, welcome him. Christchurch directly to Port Villa, I mean 4.5 hours flight. You make out over 100 guests, book, ready to start a new flight with Solomon Airlines by me make him blame me. So you must open them up. Markets, we have to do more marketing and promotions. Vanuatu, it got one target law this year under law work with DESPAC. You may to get the strategy and me propose them. You may want them achieving one target law 120,000 visa arrivals law this year. So we have to do a lot of marketing with them resources where you make out. But we will tell them thank you, Lord government of Vanuatu, as well as development partners where Eli support them you may make them work. I think by me stop Lo Hemia chairman, but me welcome him to answer them further questions when we come to committee. Thank you.
Thank you, CEO long comprehensive response to the question. Maybe give him time lo director of law industry.
Thank you too much. Good afternoon to you, good afternoon to members of the committee. Specifically, the question the member law side law export law root crops. Yes, thank you too much law question. Firstly, I think recently some ministry start work law improve especially now quality management systems law production facilities. So the place here, I want to reveal one example of some packhouse we Mr. Woglem Los Santo. Plan all people you may look in all packhouse, but the main thing we want them to address them or compliance, lo export lo narrow side, also one example. Location world based trading, also one paya one operator with Mr. Pem Taronaya and lo also one paya and also take one industrial permit lo operate lo Vanuatu. I got one business registered business lo FVC. also one global sourcing company lo market fresh Australia. I state explain. And at the moment, I'm making more root crops. And recently, last week, launching Los Santo, we expanded more product category. We call fresh cassava, fresh yam, all root crops or coconut. But specifically lo issue lo registration lo agriculture permit with them supplier. Location honorable member as was you lo ministry concern lo side lo issue more permit lo business lo operate. We no got any restrictions member you must carry no more lo one registered agriculture permit. Emi no case blue and glad lo informe mi for la tu se lo sector lo business ya lo process and package kaka you got lo ministry lo department lo industry lo registration we got about 17 business everyone where we process them in the likes of Pagaus Los Santo lo place number 1 Watataro Blomaiwo and PIF and all kind of business will operate the same. So we make about 12 everyone and you no got any restrictions. So lo full map one container lo taro member me refer le me take about 8 to 13,000 depend lo size depending lo size. Lo full map one taro so me no restricted lo any agriculture permit so lo case lo wall based trading we me make lo santo we me current contract na ya after we me test them supply chain system ya iko successful na lo side. Next step we member me happen na ya member me introduce one regulation lo regulate them quality management. Emi semak emi no one new something emi semak lo case block cover. Lo case block cover te emi kat issue block compliance lo 2002 mi develop em koko ikam lo case we emi kat one cover act we mi regulate them practice lo industria and lo cover and lo root crop export lo root crops member emi semak and emi na all pakau so establish lo 7 PPC no management system and Tambang bayi kat SOP mi regulate them. Anyone in industry is have a practice, is have a export and in this case we got 17 and everyone only ready blow carry more production come lo agriculture. Ika two all narvala businesses where they operate lo process mo value addition lo crops we come lo agriculture. Ika all chiefs and all kata kind something same ika all business too where you must support them. All get up lo make more products out lo agriculture produce yes. So I think me one response we misawe give him lo pleasure. But me want them also tell them too say after we successful testing lo system last time Market Fresh Australia me start look forward lo every week. We start give him one container where me about 18 or 15 tons lo root crop is start go. Me now me one we start look forward them after we make them launching so na pack house me open for business and management law system I know but apply law different farm doesn't restrict to anyone you can permit or whatever including all unregulated farmers. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Lo. Respond. We give time Lo Director Plong Cooperative Lo supplementary respond.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, me everyone. Good afternoon, all members of the House. I think for me provide them supplementary answers no more. I think Director Industry me mentioned in Venice. 25 registered farmers we mentioned them. All farmers we all registered, all complies. Only meet them maybe agriculture registrations permit polgata. But hemino minimum sepakota no muli supply pack house. Currently, the Ministry of Trade and Commerce, you mean through the cooperative, you must work with them 13 producer cooperative. The province lo Sanma, and that 13 producer cooperatives here, you must work with them and lo Sanma alone, you make 13 producer and 71 consumer, and the 71 consumers here, all farmers too, list up along the side. And you make 16 savings and credit. After you make 5 visa scope. And we make one total membership lo Sanma alone, especially one total membership lo 2,556 members, well cooperative members, and these are the strength. Strength now is that so you may be in discussions with the Motor Agriculture, Director of Agriculture with the team Blehem. Look how now you miss agriculture permit, you miss come into look one cooperative, for example, this 13 producer cooperative, one cooperative, lo ham for discussions to go, lo ham one permit, but permit ham members blehem. So sustainability we're going inside, we are working on that. So by having no limit no, but I'm saying no 13 and 25 and no, will supply back house. No, the answer is no. Let me open up.
Thank you, Director Law. Supplementary response. We give time, Law, honorable members. Honorable Member Law Pentecost, Honorable Macmelsul.
Sorry, Chair. Thank you, you. Good afternoon, Louis. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, DG. Ultimate hardworking directors, Blue. Mr. Yed from Director Blue Industry. You answer small things, but just flow. You mean lot of public ya when was 720 kg taro where you been telling the last sit down blue, you know, how feedback plan lot test, how long is the shelf lo market overseas? Just blue, you miss a no more, you take it, not only me, but by information, you can public grassroots, but I am say, taro is the come, all them cabana. Man, I'm one them emphasize good law. This taro overseas consumption blame. How long is the shelf? Since you can offshore. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. You may give him long, Director.
Thank you, thank you, Member. Lo question view. Yes, lo last time, last month, you make one trial system lo pack house ya imi trial out SOP start lo farm. Iko kasem lo Australia, you check handling, you check creating, processing, temperature storage, even ko kasem storage lo biosecurity lo Australia, lo Melbourne, Australia, after you go out lo market. So, mi fly ko, mi 720 kilograms lo produce, we mi sibim lo system. And also MCO, mi explain them, plan the time, all compliance issues lo Australia with them all country no also mi challenge lo yumia. So mi fly ko only screening 4 level lo screening we take place le first time only ko ikut lo mi explain them all people ya well only make visual assessments first time. The product lo mi ta ya lo place ya iko kasem lo I take 1 manis 1 full manis. We start talk about export lo fresh produce lo case I take 30 days exactly 30 days. And we stand lo temperature lo 10 degrees lo container. We set lo 10 degrees. And then we go kasem na rula site only make visual assessments. We check them against all compliance requirement also we got crown, we got PP, we got all kinds something also. First one inokat then only carry all magnifying glass here only come only check them back again. Inokat only check them every individual product. When we start happen also you first time you send them on fresh produce also me go. By the time you send them second, third, fourth consignment no same you consistent with them compliance blue me. Then you come only treat me as one regular exporter and place no me see blow. Everyone will want them trade you make same level or same naya cover is all steady no naya. So and we go out from say stalo 10 degrees. Time we carry out the market only make them all open cut only check them quality blame and me fresh no more same way stop lo for not you say me go. No cut any bacteria or whatever you go you make them say is have spoil quality blame and me same no what we start lo place you compare them with them local taro lo Australia we plan them and lo Queensland and me more better than me away only crime no more lo Australia. So quality blame me very good and interestingly protect I out lo place I go sold out finish lo Vanuatu before I casem lo Australia. I got all retailers lo Australia we okata liota lo Vanuatu. So all best trading was some company we mean for lo place ya. MMO same one global sourcing company no me source lo different kind market lo case ya me make lo market fresh and I got all different narloan is a supply so. I got all visual assessments and if I not been able to start the place up, mi kukuma ni mi test them some quality block kakai taro lo place you same one but in terms of quality where you go arrive na the site mi sema all same way start the place lo Vanuatu so I got all ni Vanuatu liko lipem even all Asians too only run from so main market lo taro lo Australia apart from all Pacific Islanders and all Asians. All kita will live Asia so market response is very good and now I'll start look forward lo next week lo Monday by second first by start ko export second export start ko so honorable MB quality emi good no got any objection lo all my product we ko and all start look forward. When I response blow on up market fresh, I look forward to my start receiving 1 container every week after the successful trial. So I no response plan. I want them see me build them custom status. Thank you too much.
Thank you, Director Lo. Respond. We give time Lo Honorable Member Plo Malaure, Honorable Alan Liki.
Thank you, Chair, lo nara opportunity blo misabe tok. Thank you, Thomas. Lo all respond clear. Thank you. Lo all work we done so far. Mikat to supplementary no mo first one lo tourism you talem le yumi se you will find a mot se all small operators no only face some difficulty. What's your future plan? Lo a system all small operators ya. You got any plan blow which blow you meet blow you establish future blow a system in terms of funding so way you will need to ask government you become the table you will tell them whatever something ya but me will write them report ko paklo parliament no mo so you tell them lo me will so you got any future plan I require funding on them so you should tell them lo me will you me haram afternoon ya so budget play you know now you tell them lo table establish you me haram story and apply them second supplementary plomi ko lo director plo industry thank you too much lo good work time you stop talem lo first question plomi me ask him quantity whereby you need him you sabe assure you me say time buy up me lo Australia you ask him 1 container lo Vanuatu weekly container you sabe assure you me say you me got so much quantity ploy mi supply not forgetting say inside lo community free minimo only sa we got story and lo stilim kakay lo karen yes pe time you tell them quantity lo 1 container well in it in Australia you should assure me you say you agriculture confirm lo you finish you to like make an assessment of place finish lo confirm quantity from quantity in small ya pick la quantity so you tell them 1 container lo 1 week I mean pick la quantity you need him quantity you me cut finish stuff or by me go you me fall down la habrot no mo by you me no cut enough plus supply from internally finish you me start short lo market play me for example you can will sometime you go in taro stuff I think roti no kuto whatever reason you no come even lo potvila pe time you tell them you me say you hemi tell them say sabe karam 1 container hemi demand 1 container weekly you me cut quantity ya so si no cut from agriculture so far hemi stablo pakiat cutting lately no mo ites ko lo island fresh so wonem island focus wala yeah island focus lately no mo ites ko lo island focus pe trade you come out with them one year we pa even sim kakay lo Vanuatu ya yes so you sabe assure you me say so far you agriculture cut plan finish lo you me move on side lo commercial farming o wonem kain so you sabe talam me from quantity ay pick one and last supplementary plomi about them ikolo trulo you tichi kolo tartaplo yumi lo cooperative you tell them say kata 5 one fishing cooperative or one something also me so far me will have look and feel or this type of fish back and low oversea why not or cooperative ya only no actively supply physical law all restaurant or whatever we call it from I have other fish law overseas. Why not cooperative only no only function or only no function provision. Thank you too much.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Lo, I think I got 3 supplementary questions. Let me resume the blessing. First one, lo, yung kulo director lo tourism and second lo director lo industry and last one lo director lo cooperative. We give one also. Me alone time lo honorable member lo give one supplementary.
Sorry, Chairman.
Question.
From no se samlo yumi lo lailan se oli si all budget lo kata be wide yumi sta lo question lo budget it we mp lo malo aure yaskem. Suppose we will say make a breakdown do budget that we call 1 province 1 island. Osem agriculture with them land oligam last time oli breakem ton kasem plesia. Pro mi vla understand time mi vla answer bakolman. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable member. Lo additional question. Firstly, me give time lo director plong tourism lo sa respond long additional question raised by honorable member Plo Malwaure.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable MP, thank you for the questions. I think the side of funding also may been indicated. Definitely, we require additional resources and funding support, as well as human resource. Money emi sabe kam, you sabe kara money, because no got enough sufficient man plus sabe make them work. By me sometimes emi delay with the procurement process. Plus me also we sabe the government, emi long to. Just a bit of a context, no more bien. Also me been mentioned earlier. You took out Vanuatu 85 locations where you may identify any small potential sites where cruise expedition or yachts for cruising. At the moment, only 16 of those that are currently being visited by vessels, ships. You may set them up one port of call, definitely, me masuk with the community from full up locations here, me owned by all custom lano or community. So make them say part of the make them, a lot of them are about just awareness, or site awareness. Local community, really understand them business block cruise, set them same time to help them mogata, set them up a cruise committee among themselves and department emi they can lead plus support them mogata plus set up. Really come also sabe sustainable kita. Tayo mitok patol port of call too, also full up lo you save, you need to make them all hydrographic surveys play too. While you may look community, but you also must make sure say you make out data waste up, lo you save. Tayo mi ko promote, you talk with them all partners or cruise liners. Only full up time only ask them on marine data. I think last hydrographic surveys we been making some location yeah, we dated back to 2014, where South Pacific community na through the Ministry of Infrastructure and Public Utilities, they been request them, only come fund them, them assistance for VMSA, Vanuatu Maritime Safety Authority. So lo yeah, we been request them, based on discussion we make out last year, but then VMSA, we ask them say by 18 priority areas. Additional bloody make and back and hydrographic surveys blog kita. Suppose mi sabe listim lo plesia ikat lo site lo torba imi tukat sola bay watem vurias bay lo vitiboso. Imi kature para ra island lo ravenga watem lo reef island lo sanma imi tukat pot lori watem lo malo. Mi all additional one taking into account or kata we exist finish. Then imi kat lo lolowai lo ambay. Imikat lo Pangi lo Pentecost, San Vari lo Maivo, Southwest Bay lo Malakula, Wala, Vau, Maskelin, Ranon lo Ambrem, kat Laman Bay, Lelepa Island, Watemuna Island, Mele, Havana Bay, Port Resolution lo Tana, tem Dillons Bay lo Eromango. Tingnan mi anam yung additional priority locations where you want them like at hydrographic survey mi sabe carry out. So you been also authority responsible for carry out all hydrographic surveys in VMSA. Today we still wait yet block one answer come as to when the next step lo you sabe all kata sabe help me vlale block back lo community. I think the type of funding definitely you me short lehem me note them lo some questions where me been come to before me ask him to so construction blow jetties. I think Minister Honorable MP blow me lo Malakula Marcelino Teluklu been ask him lo me last year. When I'm not plan lo department lo site lo jetty. I think lo yeah you me been last year you me been put one NPP through lo Ministry of Infrastructure with department you been work with them. Lo you me current one NPP lo over 300 million VATU. Lo building 5 to 6 jetties or new flat jetties lo island. And priority locations block at them, you've been work with them, you Karem. Unfortunately, MBC plus supplementary budget, you've been reject them, or government may been reject them. So I mean, I think by me, I say I'm lo time lo confirm them detail lo NPP outcome lehem, but as far as me like aware lehem, I mean no been approved. So I make them say you say progress forward, lo build them on new flat GT where you been talem say by you create them lo 2026, 2027, 2028. Definitely in terms of funding, me very short. So me want them putum lo te flow lo yumi awelehem. Cruise program lo yumi me quite limited lo funding. Lo operational budget lo yumi me took at less than 10 million no lo 1 year me very work with them. You me cut expectations say what the money me must service in full Vanuatu lehem. So supplementary budget me very karem usually me come lo dona money. Tifat me very must tell them people thank you lol keta. Well, you make full up work plus support them cruise sector lo yumi. What them money we come lol keta na mi sabe refurbishing back all yacht club lo Penama, what them lo Sanma. What them fat we hemi come sorry tifat mi help mi lo Malampa Sanma watem penama, emfate mi helpe mimi lo torba, watem sam lo penama, watem lo shefa. Ikam lo yumi save assistim ol kita. So mi vela still talem bifla thank you all development partners. We oli save kam lo supplementem budget support we mi vela stop receiving every year. I think mi putum ol semana honorable MP, mi vela putum samo NPP baken lo yaya lo hemikam pa ifla receiving lo desk lo vela and I thank you for your consideration towards budget support to Mivlaikam. Mivlai provide them evidence-based plan too, so that you will have assess them request. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. We give additional response lo CEO.
Sorry, just one additional point. No more one more director respond lehem chair. I think while you talk about them, how na imi help mo NI-VANUATU. Tourism business operator, my director, me no touch them, me tell them thank you, law office director, because you me come out law earthquake, depend blow tourism, hem now in my office where me cater blow particular area, hem me been putum one budget request blow over 200 million vatu. Director hem me been involved, my work plan blow represent the Ministry blow Trade, law Recovery Operation Center, ROC. Blow make him sure, se blow help him or local tourism operator, where you need to look at access to funding support post-COVID, more especially all get away been affected lo earthquake, lo Port Vila, more FATE in general. Mivle been got very high things by particular budget here, by me actually approve. Why? Because by me actually address them, plan or local operators play me. Unfortunately, budget request here, MBC no been approved. So unfortunately, what I'm about 250 million meeting supposed to me wrong directors have corrected me, budget hemi no been approved. So the hemi no approve, automatically plan the local operator where only painting se by likarem some budget support, you may not have support them all together. So that you talk about them side marketing, me by me depend lo work pro director. Director with the office plan, but he must make him sure se one operator hemi ready fin ipasem lomi. They pasem lomi, me miss have a caramical market, but tell him say yes, business here hemi strong, hemi succeed, hemi meet him requirement blow market. But today that you look him colors up around 30%. Blow full industry of Vanuatu, but you tell him say market ready. You got the Pando tourism, hemi issue him law last year over 700 tourism permit. Suppose 30% no more, you may tell them say market ready, meaning say just over 200 operators. You have 500 tourism operators out there, will require additional support. And so while me vlei acknowledge them, say sector blue tourism and me grow, as you look recovery blue 2025, you have daily flights that come in on a weekly basis, you're bringing close to over 5,000 seats. People who are coming in and exiting the country. Mivlei service based on last year, Mivlei just recently released him no more law last week, International Visitor Survey 2025, where me tell them say tourism and me contribute over 20 billion vatu. Total tourism receipt come lo economy block country. So therefore, me cut sector me grow very fast. And planting in Vanuatu, eli looking save now ya relevance plus sector plus tourism. You know wait or someone puluk wait take time blow hemi grow before you save slot them. Lo abatwa. You know wait blow taroya hemi grow kasem 6 manis or manioke hemi grow. Sector ya eli ka time frame blow kita. Lo sector plus tourism hemi grow very fast. And today you're looking a lot of interest blow ni Vanuatu. Finally, you realize them say Elizabeth participate them. But Mivlei also request them that Mivlei been make an effort blow request them plan the funding support. But the last 6 years commitment blow government and me come back lo either lo Department of Tourism blow me help and plan the role ni Vanuatu based on potential sites will identify them or blow me actively promote the market and me no match them. Level blow growth where you may look in industry growth. So challenge blow office blow director with the mean now is plan the Vanuatu, eli karablo business na ya, only demand them directly say, me will want them support lo place. Resources where you may allocate it, they may enough no more. So therefore you may tell them thank you to development partners, but they may got plenty of opportunities, blow you may have a change them, how tourism sector may grow, blow me contribute further to the economy blow you may. No more, thank you.
Thank you. CEO Law additional supplementary. I mean, given time law, director law industry.
Thank you, Chairman Bagen. Is lo question below member about whether you got enough supply plus supply ma one kind market demand also. First of all, we want them talem also se lo agriculture sector blue mi got some commodity also mi save good oli backbone blo agriculture export or agriculture blue mi got kava, coconut, cocoa, ikat pulu, kat coffee. So emi also mol agriculture cash crop we mi kat we sa drive rural economy blue mi ya. So naya you want them create one more narfala industry where people is have kat opportunity blo make business or make livelihood outlet. Emi no mi sa time blo create narfala one se mol root crop export industry. So emi no mi start kolem slowly mbamba yumi ko. But I'm by cattle challenge blame too. First one time waiting about one export also me. First something you ask him, you carry taro ya. We number two question you ask him about NI-VANUATU. By you got enough blow. You should look me first time. So me all something where you come with them development blow one industry also me. So locate blow taro ya. We also me start talk about now ya. Where you me create them all pack house ya and me tell them thank you NI-VANUATU. Lo last supplementary parliament we passed last time lo supplementary budget lo libin allocate one budget lo make one more pakaus lo Panama lo Pentecost malam kula wetem lo Tana. So then we create infrastructure ya lo plan the people say participate lem. So we make them say lo case lo sando you as part lo program lo pakaus we create them 2 producer cooperative 12 13 lo sando. And you been engaged in one contractor where you make him say by manage supply chain lo taro ikan lo pakos so you schedule and production lo everyone blue by harvest lo wikia blue by ready lo wikia so you schedule and production no seme me want them is informing me say lo pilot we make them lo 13 producer copy budget plan been come out lo economic support package we make up lo support them work lo pakaus and me glad lo talem livela se one lo first producer copy we me LMS scope lo potol ri ba li first time ta problem lo Monday lo next week we by me call lo second consignment we by Mr. Ko so we try lo reschedule mo seme by meeting about lo case lo Taisian line before time we me set them up export pathway plan Department of Agriculture with Empire Security or LICO as far as only register a farm from issue to manage compliance here now. So lo case lo taro by Mr. Lingima with them agriculture permit lo make them say SOP or standard operating procedure is start lo farm you have carry one permit after through the permit you must have assurance plus supplier as you Mr. Ko you want them by me call same you know limiting to lo na lo one be any part lo manage supply chain ya compliance pro pest and disease by no lo fresh produce export and all narrow risk we associated with them fresh produce export so yes you try to manage them through the producer corps and all PV for farmers where we got capacity plus supply now you start off with them sando but then you move con lo Pentecost you move con lo Malakula or then you move con lo Tana so one industry you try to develop them and you by me provide them every necessary support lo make them sure say mi cross we want them pero particular question lo MP lo imi lo member lo Pentecost ask him lo produce 1 hectare lo taro also we make them through lo cooperative say it cost about 1,090,000 about 1.1 million that's everything cost lo clearance flow and push clearance by all bulldozers tractor will do rotovating and all these things and planting material with them one contractor we cost designated specially we manage them 12 cooperative at the same time we face so I mean no one successful case plan by lo mande we face Mr. Ko so I mean thank you too much.
Thank you, Director. We give law Director Cooperative.
Thank you, Chair. I think just supplementary no more lo one with Director Industry and then we call questions where me come law member. Just supplementary no all cooperative li plan 1 cooperative li plan no follow 10,000 taro at the moment. 10,000 and also when talam si no kat seedling but this time around next year we got seedling from to all mi flay pem seedling ya. Lo putumiko. So as you Mr. Speak na yan, mi wala start ready lo pem fuel, lo help pem some machine, lo all farmers lo mi lo kokapa kop. Ako na li start oli nitim clearance packen, but over lo 10,000 ko lo ground winds mi just kampag lo santo system mo da. Kam lo kole kam ya mo sta ko town lo south ya. So all cooperative lo mi hemi centered around lo people island lo mi. Ting also mi also want to tell them say Fulabli interest lo hamas na lo operational budget lo mila lo san mi Sanma province mi quite big. Sanma mi no santo alone mi kataure what malo inside. Unfortunately lo talam no mo se what people island mi second largest town established here and we start traffic mall something ya. Mi want them talam thank you lo Fulabli partners especially NGOs. Mi want them talam thank you lo NI-VANUATU lo support. Mi want them talam thank you lo skills partnerships lo support. And we also want them to thank you to Nara partners lo support from operational budget lo mi through local money mi appropriating mi kam do ran movies lo sando lo 1 vuli mi 4.5 million. And for 4.5 million ya what them people are island ni wonem na logistic cost no is a killing of you. Hemi tu hemi meken wansandi we meken say hemi very frustrating from now we start mi want them to thank you lo EDF 11 for VAC program. We have make them today you run me about cooperative, but me cooperative lo ni mo like me. When you today me like aramika man you want them brand them cooperative, you want them modernization, we make a business plan manless. But what them support we have become lo government lo one operational budget lo 4.5 million lo 1 year. When you know when you make them, how na when you support them cooperative ya. That is why we want them to tell them thank you little partner because through little partner we give them support. Even if we fund them all trainings, training we make around the one rural areas and quite logistics or something very expensive. And we want them to tell them thank you little partners through little MOU and like that. And hemenami will work with them. Last year's budget submissions from the national government, you know, got one budget only appropriated, become cooperative. And this year, we will still operate the same ceiling we stop. And now we want them to tell them, come directly lo questions from members about that 5 fisheries cooperative. Yes, we like that. Mainly lo West Coast plus Sando, South Sando, come lo East plus Sando. Full up lo kato, li some challenge. Challenge lo kato, we pick one. From inakatol infrastructure, lo accommodate and fishing activities lo kato. Only find them very difficulties, lo liko, only karam ice. You know, got ice machines along the side. And what them budget when we mention them, how na when we less support them over. And we want them tell them that what them naya, we will got some email exchange what them since when we will Ministry of Fisheries and we establish. I think naya we will start some email exchange, we make them say pal fisheries, we come on board by Miranam, or we come with cooperative, we Miranam, you look, we monitor them crowd, we business here. From full level, we will start early staff, some associations. Behemia we mention mo kada we mention mo tol kamo sa cooperative with the team we will start continue lug kata. And you minute to talk what the fisheries about market house, fish market town lo confil market house ya. From fish market ya tete lista karam ole skis no kam ko puto. And naya tu pamitalam we say all fisheries all fishing cooperative I think first priority lo kata na hemi lug lo community lo kata. From within the community too, only demand them fish. So first priority will get him. Blow you may cut one storage, blow come down, blow market also Midland, and then I like some infrastructure, blow shipping quality, blow fish come. Not only from location she come, if local catch them to anyone or something. Maintain them no so what I come custom lo so. Maintain them lo so or come custom lo market. So priority blow get an eye, we look at hemi animal, we look, blow is have a caramicam and they make money out of him. Tingay mana mi want them talam. Mi want them to talk of it, but mi ready to answer many questions we come in. Thank you.
Thank you. Director Cooperative, we make time lo no member lo Malakula, no Paul Marcelino Bartolome.
Thank you, Chairman. Good afternoon, Liam. Good afternoon, Liam, everyone. Before me asking a question, Madam Talem, thank you, Tichi, Madam Director. All managers will stop, all answers we will have been given the committee. Good afternoon. Thank you to the CEO of the video. Also, me understand the presentation. Blame. Itulah what the Department of Tourism, itulah nasa work separate. Itulah depend itulah tu kata, itulah complete mo work itulah. One is look lo policy, one is look lo promotion mo marketing. Before me giving question to me, Chairman, by me got one list lo question ya. By me ask first question was the first question na answer by trigger mo la, la question. By kolo you through you kolo director of tourism. Mi wandem tu lo remi misaven mo remind me lo blesa si you will start for it you will stand lo what and please you will not take a question with me personal you may already mistake lo blesa you misaven all same people no you wandem si garam service delivery ko kasem lo toast the pro kita and you will all technician you will start implementing all policies we you will all megas will start passing lo parliament so please you will not take me personal. Question mi gosem Chairman. Mi wande maskem lo director lo tourism. That way emigare mo appointment blem lo coming chat lo public service as director. And while you stop the inside lo committee ya, you have it alumni apart lo position lo director. Hamas hatna you are you got back again lo table. And since you've been appointed as director, when policy na you have developed. Thank you. And my first question, but me would answer before another question ligam. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Let me give him long Director Tourism.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. With them, thank you. The question come Honorable MP Malekula. As Director Department of Tourism, I joined the Department of 2023. So this year, I make almost a little bit over 3 years now when we start also Director of the Department of Tourism. In terms of all hats when we wear them, on top of being Director of the Department of Tourism, we also Board of Director of the Tourism Office. Also, we start Act of the Council Tourism Act 142, and we put them Director of the Department of Tourism, and we also one board member. As of last year, 2025, October, me also appointed as one board member of NI-VANUATU, HS Tapcam. I come also board member, so by me less than a year now, we start also board member step inside. And then me also one board member of the Public Land Transport Authority. The main all trivala hats also in terms of governance board of directorships, all trivala one and when we declare them and the leadership code. I got all marvel governance steering committees when we sit down lehem too, but they are more in terms of operations matters. Also, me also chairman of National Cruise Tourism Management Committee. Me also me sitting also chairman of South Pacific Cruise Alliance. We're more one regional body. Whereas of early this year, in April now, you me or ya appointed me put me come lo Vanuatu blo hemi holem tight chairmanship for 2 years, and then only pass him. Last chairmanship is Taplo Tonga. Then we rotated for different region in the Pacific. In terms of policy implementation, policy blo Department of Tourism will start. We launch M1 lo 2021, and we want to sustainable tourism policy. And then we start also lo the next 10 years, and by me end lo 2030. You make out one strategy, and then how na you implement them. We have take them end lo 2025. And you make a midterm review plan. Last year, we have been starting complete team lo yaya, what them support plus step project. We have start making consultations lo hem, and we have got. And the strategy lo Yumi, also policy got one policy no, we got 10 different policies. And the policy na we must develop more strategies on how we implement the policies. So we got also one of the sustainable cruise tourism strategy, where we also step inside. And then we have got now make one review plus site plus standard plus Yumi one of the tourism accreditation framework, VTAP, that's how we call it. So these are the main areas where we feel start work at this stage, with them resources we feel like that. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. Give him time, Honorable Member.
Thank you, Chair. Okay, thank you lo answer director. I think what question by Gambagan emi calls them what all responsibilities we rest the soul W. You think seminar affect them performance for you? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. You're right. Thank you, Honorable MP. It be minimal some say me affect them performance. Whether me all I think all chairmanship with me Holland or board directorship with me sitting inside land. They're complementary to tourism sector. Suppose we me valai bin asking planners tourism sector me must step inside the board bla Vanuatu bla me save. Putum voice ya tourism me come back inside lo hem. So me carry also one example. Me sitting inside the tourism board Vanuatu not as a director of tourism but also as my personal capacity. Just for full disclosure no more hem. Lo site lo Vanuatu Tourism Board of Directors, yes, emi required under lo acts director lo Department of Tourism, he must sit inside, isema ko sa Public Land Transport Authority. He got 4 council meetings no more we under lo Tourism Board of Directors, emi require them sitting inside. And they intertwine, all same man when we fly deal with them inside the board of directors, and we also all operators when we fly deal with them, all associations when we fly deal with them on a regular basis. So me nothing say no me no affect them performance plumbing. Unless there's any specific areas where performance plumbing lacking them, I believe Public Service Commission by me call them address them. But we've been submitting our performance agreement, and I think an assessment has been done for the last 2 or 3 years with Mr. Tinlo, also Director of Department of Tourism, and I'm happy to answer any areas where supposed to got one performance issues plumbing established. I'm happy to address it directly with Public Service Commission. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. Give him lo remember lo molecular.
Thank you. But question ko bakit lo director lo tourism. I think recently me already me follow lo social media. Work part lo Prime Minister ko lo remote area me. And when something we me witness him, we notice him too. We absence lo visitation lo all officials play me. Kasi me stop ta remind me bagan lo main objective play me service delivery. And tayo mi to buat visitation. Lowan headquarter. Lo ko visiting my all department bimi. Emi no say pre ko lumoni yung bagla afternoon. You go, you spend them days, you spend them week. Lo look welfare all staff to you, environment work lo kata, all challenges will staff SM. Why mi talemo siya from lo recent visit lo malakula. Mi vele ko vele receiving full up complaint. All staff to you. Challenge will staff SM. Visitation ipoa. Not enough from department. Financial constraint will face me okay, me understand. Budget to me run not to me shot. But me say service where you supposed to provide them all islands primi o se mambre pama malakula. You know say look. It's small to mas. Me tell them thank you video where me set them one office. Mi tulo tourism mi got one lower one small space inside lo ministry lo office portrait ya. But mi stop question them you know more lo welfare all staff for me. All province. Mi understand too lo last day you stop you been tell them to say lo structure lo yola. You got 2 staff lo one province. So me right. 2 staff lo one province. And you think say what them current structure we staff ya. Emi enough. And come back lo one question we been rest lo last year lo visitation po mi vala about staff house po email lo lakatoro. When I'm status problem na ya. Kasi tete mi understand say still got challenge it. So you have confirm lo committee tete. And mi want them remind them mi tu lo blesya director what MTG. Si boy vala staff look na ya kaman mi staff committee member kwan. Lo big vala development. Lo investment lo infrastructure, resident infrastructure, lo roads, lo airport, lo public land, and imi talk about connectivity, accessibility. When I'm plan lo imi lo tourism, na imi sabi sa pa nalang time pa norsutu ya como tema ATR 72. When I'm plan, when I'm policy we you develop ready stop na ya before airport imi open, lo imi sabi promote ma o to operate abri imi lo o la hotel o resort o wanem. Ready blow coming blow nivala plan baby. Ose mi talem, ose tourism industry, o mi stale sen carefully lo one you list of talem. Emi one industry we micro fast. Emi fragile too. So you must careful of Malaysia. How you handle them. Or how you manage them. So, what em all bifla investment, mo commitment we kamani mista megem. When em save lo imilo tourism, one em na step we mideke vinis pro prepare more policy pro promote industry lo tourism lo Malamba province. Mi arem mi understand all question lo iresa all port of call brimi and all additional one where you two stuff SM challenge na director what em mi pu lo you carem confirmation lo hydrographic survey and of course hydrographic survey mi one must lo port of call. So mi acknowledge ma atoko ista megem tu but meeting se you must put more effort. Lo megem se all something only happen. Kamlo mi declare interest lo mitu se ma MP lo malakula lo wala port of call. One way start long time in Sigam. We see libi stop. We understand what them land issue and everything. When them na ministry or department take them steps lo revive them back in place through lo any kind of activity program or them. And last question, chairman, by kolo director of industry. Tete mi ara memi stato kwat kava act way stop. Tete mi ara vinis increase flow price flow kava. Una irregulated price flow kava. From before me understand se VCMB na MUM is regulated price flow copra cacao mo kava. So nene one institution mi regulated price flow kava and mi no believe se one main factor na mi demand. From what em recent findings from life inem lo pleasure. You got few farmers who got a monopoly blow only play what em price. And MNA me affect them big one too all price pay me. From me understand he got I think 20 or 24 local bimi only got all license plate export. But no more define him here lo compete them two men bamino mention him number kata two men company we to let play what em price. So me game se to like what em full market lo cover. Through law export law chips what em crops here. And meeting say anytime DG what em director of law industry we try to look how we have protect them all NI-VANUATU blemi lo set to export. Pero me game say you meet them instead we export them all what em chips. You meet them every something I can powder. Pero me game say me fair everyone me come one win-win situation. But me overall me have export. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Medium time law Director Tourism.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, MP Blo Malakula Blo ask him questions. Very good questions where me ask him. Actually, me address in reality we start lo ground. Me touch base too lo site lo leadership where me start lo Department of Tourism. How now me affect them performance not only for me but also performance lo staff lo me way. Also civil servants are accountable blo service delivery ko back lo community or people blo you me got all targets so you me put them every year also one public servants you me got all work plan activities where me set with them all budget we me set lo me address them or me achieve him before end blow ya me want them go back no more lo some areas where you me touch base lahem especially lo site lo welfare lo staff yes definitely so site lo malakula me been I think last year me been mentioned and finished about limited resources so me like at lo malakula especially lo so me take about some example lo malampa from honorable MP me bring him up but other provinces also face the same similar challenges when you face them lo site lo malampa you make at lo structure you make at me lo two staff no more one manager with them one tourism officer blehem what them you structure when I am if like arema approval lehem you mean increase me lo 5 staff or by me 4 staff you got one manager with them 2 tourism officer whereby you may deploy one staff lo look at them ambrem with them Pama and one me look at them Malakula on top of the manager. Then only got one administration officer. I think all managers plus me like Mr. Pulumol katay come back lo kat meeting every year me like make all planning meeting only address all challenges yeah and me must walk through lehem me control the public service commission. Decision I mean no rely lo minimum some director but decision lo increase him or review one structure lo one department and me stop with them public service commission. Me wait 3 years lo me got one new structure me approve. Or previous director will come make him submission for one structure in Nobeko. Lo yaya na number 3 ablo mina mi just karem approval lo banis April. Then it took me another 2 months before inform me the structure ablo me approve. So performance, mi sabe talem say yes, emi important, but emi want shared responsibilities. Lo site plo staff house, thank you MP where you talem, yes, staff house semi complete. Problem where mi stop now, say mi no been taken into account. Initially, time plan pro staff house semi stop. Malampa province, give me lo one different location where mi one flat area. Mi vlai been agree lehem before. Mi sign them understanding what the Malampa province. Lo time when become lo construction, mi vla them contract after we CTB mi awa them lo contractor. Malampa province mi make them decision lo relocate them back house here. Sorry, location lo area here. Mi stop lo hill. So once mi putun lo hill, mi construct them finish. Now you make a problem of erosion behind. From hill stop come, water stop come, stop taking mal crown, you come straight to house blow department with staff house where me building to the staff department of tourism. I mean you affect them no more to the house here, me affect them to police headquarter or staff housing blow police where stop lo Malampa or surrounding area. Hem yana make them say kato extensive delay lehem, but house on itself, emi complete. Staff emi no feel safe blow yet from emi fright law. All crown with ami rain, got water is come inside the house. So we will must address them hemia by having another contractor to loika, we build him one wall, retaining wall, low crown. Last update we make at lehem, say contractor hemi also involved with them other projects. From time procurement process me take him time. So hemi must share him between come make him work lo mi vala with them on narfala work. Me been give him instructions, say give complete him house here before lawyer from me want them finally open him. NPPA mi been approved finish lo 2023, lo hemi complete lo 2024. Ika delay lehem po kasi mo imi start mi still start asem tete small retaining wall yana hemi hold them tight. Staff hemi decide but no coincide yet from safety blame, personal safety blame, which me vlai understand him. I think hemi also mi answer him lo pressure me more than happy to come back lo member with them lo chamber, lo confirm say what time now by house hemi finally complete retaining wall by hemi complete so the staff hemi save coincide. Manager way mi stop now ya lo Malampa hemi also got opportunity also mi talk about welfare mi got also opportunity lo one training so at the moment mi stop lo Japan for 1 month mi license mi go training lo upskill him every managers plo mi try to send them all katay ko plo got exposure as well lo upskill him when them will start make and understand them international context too lo sabe come share knowledge plo kata back lo community with them all fly industry where mi fly I work with them. So I think we touch base finish the increase flow structure and what new staffing will look like inside the 1 province. We will also increase all provincial budgets flow kata. So we no bin answer them question flow flow Panama or Pentecost where we ask him about what na budget flow 1 province. Lo province lo yumi and lo cost allocation will give him lo yumi 1 province and we all 2.5 million vatu no more per year of operation budget. So I mean reality we stop lo ground. Staff will complain say no got enough. We will must scrabble to find them additional money block give him lo kata. Especially time we will no karma approval lo MBC blow increasing budget for the last 3 to 4 years. We will start with lehem. We will make an agreement lo yaya. We will revise them back some cost inside within we will back in the department. Karama some cost other places blow putu micro province. So we've increased now the budget. Each province will get an additional budget of 2 million. For others, they will get an additional 3 million vatu budget extra, especially for Panama with them Torba to fly more than others from Baikat hosting lo PSC they will by happen lo Manisia and then Baikat lo Panama too by me happen lo agriculture week lo emiko. So we've increased the additional budget. In it look at manpower lo cost of deliver product. Me take all issues or concerns with MP mitalem them seriousness plahem. And I'm prepared to address them and report back to MP so that by Mr. Looks they progress in moving forward. Lo site all support to me will I start giving lo operator and especially for Malekula with them North Airport. Me just ask him this morning back again, go back lo authorities back again, so length lo North Airport with them timeline lo completion lo work by hemi what time. From every time me harem timeline me pushed. So work mi will start making now with them Malampa hemi one province mi will been noticing especially Malekula number of tourism operators registry will mi will mi drop. Full operator no more come inside lo business lo tourism from inokat their connectivity affect them okata plan they cannot keep up with the operational cost so they either venture into other industries as cooperative or industry or just go normal seasonal work programs. I make him say sometime number blokata kamtan or new vala operator where sometime if I must go training back all kata again, especially the side of financial literacy or even simple housekeeping something. And your new vala faces so me receive him sometimes will come. Parigatol champion blo tourism ambassador or tourism operators will stop lo Malakula. Mi vla work plan de watemol kata. I think one lol kata mi honorable Mrs. Plo, honorable MP blo Malakula tu we mi stop watem yumi. Property blo mi stop lo Malakula lo Lakatoro. Mi vla re-elect them back ken lo ya mi vla revive Vanuatu Island Bangalow Association where chairman blo hem mi Etienne Chassinman, mi one lo operatable yumi long time operatable yumi where mi also involved lo ekreablo cruise ships. MME current chairmanship of Vanuatu Island Bangalow Association. So likat meeting block at a second meeting block at yesterday. Probably approve work plan block at 2026. What in budget we probably expect them Department of Tourism me provide them. Probably have implement them. Mi vla make mo awareness program. Mi kolol areas we mi vla have support them. Lo site plo sem lo not malakula. You mi bin Katu festival we bahami stop happen lo end lo yaya. We mi vla karam just stop kara proposal bla mi kam. I think sia de la tu mi receive him lo weekend ya. Lo mi vrei lucru plahana mi save support to la festival sa by mi happen I think lo September if I'm correct. At also masculine canures we mi stop happen lo Malakula and then mi kat cruise ship we stop ko lo Southwest Bay. I think mi sameria so mi vrei involve plan de lehem. A lot of areas so mi vrei mas support them say ka sustainability lo projects so mi vrei give especially lo communities. All training so mi vrei provide them mi vrei mas go back regularly. I think hemi some low area product development with them tourism business recovery program. If I've been selected, so you must have problem out tourism business recovery by phase 2. I think phase 1 you may complete in 2024. You may put to mat. You may some financial support. We may no operator. Based on budget where you may cut and majority na donor funda hemi support them. You may give him some support. We go custom up to 250-300,000 no more one operator. So lo yaya, you may roll them out phase 2 with them additional funding. We come through lo economic support package plus Australian government, mo Vanuatu Tourism Recovery Response Program, lo New Zealand government. We will roll them out na ya, application we close finish. We will stop assessment, lo make them direct support plol kataiko. So I got 5 key areas for support when we will put them out. Based on priority list, well operator yet to ask them one them now, you want them say department me support them. I make lo site plus sanitations, whether I mean toilets, upgrading block toilets block kata, ablution block kata. You got also solar energies, usually require them block Vanuatu government to the department me support them or subsidize them cost for one solar energy or equipment. If like that also support them, if like provide them just for housekeeping, things like mattresses or roofing even to some extent. And I think some lo nara one play hem na me site lo marketing. Suppose formula really set up finished, but you just need additional marketing, either training or either marketing through the video, packaging. And même if I support them kata lo funding support. So I mean apes lo mani imikat mi vla save support them kata lo à hauteur de 200 à 500 000 vatu, 200 to 500,000 vatu. So I mean mi plo one operator. But mi vla completing process ya once finance mi come again mi depend lo procurement process plo mi how long mi take. Mi save se kat frustration lo phase 1 mi come out full up operator li complain lehem but mi vla must comply with the financial regulations pro government and mi take very lengthy time and mi vla bin putum report igam lo talem se we need to address the areas. Mi nothing se mi affect them tourism no mo. Every other ministries and departments pali kami li talem se financial regulations plo mi time frame le mi too long service mi no save go faster enough lo people. I think MPs put me answer them question blue also. I think me more than happy to provide additional if need be. But I think by me provide me ask them see Adela blo hemi save talk about too when me vlai make lo site lo marketing once me vlai close lo level blo readiness by me save kim some data lo hamas tourism operator na we actually market ready based lo assessment when me vlai kat. And we mentioned earlier about 700 tourism permits and me vlai give him out equal ketan me vlai identify and me identify no more say 1/3 of every operator yeah only actually market ready. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. You give him time law, Director Industry.
Thank you, Paken, Chairman. Yes, lo issue lo cover. Yes, first of all, naya cover mi short lo Vanuatu. Lo export market with them lo domestic market demand blame mi pick one. Mi want them putum some before we go answer them when them start paying issue pro price. Lo export lo cover lo last year. Export no lo export market you export about 890 tons block cover I got last year when we worth about 4.2 billion fatu. And MB, Honorable MB, the small pauta versus raw material, and the side law export the chips and roots, me export them last year about 407 ton. Lo unprocessed cover, dry chips and roots, we about value blend about 1.2 billion. And the side law that you transform me pauta, last year we became 483 ton, about 3.07 billion. So mi value block cover we you mi suppose block karem lo value addition we misa koni lo megem lo export. So you lay start megem all various initiatives or support we want them transformation lo raw material li koplo mi capture full value block cover ya through lo grants and all whatever we mi start megem lo support them industry mi grow. So time all support ista ko lo industry na ya ikat planto operation and investment is happen ikat two big lead operable inside the industry block cover when naya competition become so high also when we right litalem and naya you become start on the stage where you looking also by ikat level of monopoly or actually karem confirmation say may exist. Eme case block of eme export market, but I mean come lo domestic market consumption blame me pick one and indication lo market no for example you call on number in the same before. Na kavai kam if finish. Eme trend we start happen lo ma sector block cover and what time me stop go stop. Mi vlatu is start receiving lo this week. Ikat some local on operators block cover. All sakam lo mi say what's happening to the price of cover. Will government intervene and do something about the price block cover? Lolo cover act the rest to the Ministry of Agriculture. Okata likat requirement block prescribe them if something to do with the operation block cover whether you an exporter. You mean come in no more level block processing and value addition. But tambang by precise stop continue block row o kafapa misalo sim tu lo industry na sam lo kafapa splumi well is a sort lo fresh or start lo usum kafapa utana and last week and before last week start lo happen and lo one la side blame stop encourage them value addition lo kata well operate them ta kafapa uta lo mi golchem and meeting sem mambai mi continue block golchem from so that sem mambai mi lo service so temot lo short period of time mi katna ya but lo side lo who regulate them cover industry mi rest lo cover act and Ministry of Agriculture mi megem. But in terms of regulating cover also one commodity when we do them pricing, you look at after the VCMB, you look at anyone we regulate them cover price, we start one open market. Picatol various regulatory tools we say make them some case flow. Sandelut icatol quota we start giving lo exporters block cover. Sorry lo Sandelut. That you come operate, you apply for one license, you say carry one quota no more. But lo case lo Sandelut and we come to do with the management lo resource. In all same cover we start make them cover me one totally different. So you look market me try them go come same state we start na ya and me require them government by must look now. Na me come one consumer issue and all get really look lo issue lo consumer affairs and me for not to consumer competition and consumer affairs authority when me rest of the Ministry of Finance. So say me to do with them fair trade practice when start in the industry. Okatana li kat regulatory authority or oversight ablo li intervene lo place. Suppose we me do with them prices or incomes to do with them okata we liberate down the value chain okata still got some responsibility or li blame lo place. But you me provide them support to develop them industry lo cover grow and to vala three vala act ya li got some responsibility blo intervene blo time lo set them up one price to support them domestic market or stabilize them. When them we start up in lo industry but lo one side lo side lo all farmers especially me want something where me good lo algeta but lo this year suppose me got some budget support to start request lo Ministry of Agriculture lo continue block crime protection block cover and especially all protection practice we buy save karam you lo foya you can lo tuya you say make them cover lactonia where you wait them foya you say make them lo tuya MNM all indicators lo protection we should suppose lo focus them lo say instead lo you me wait lo tamosem you say karem lo 2 years and lo people farmers lo people producers what is ta lo place finish we start using some organic fertilizers, we start using some something we increase him growth rate lo kava lo grow him cover lacton also we market him want them. But lo anar la patu honorable MP also as you start develop him kava iko town naya we you start lo industry lo kava lo Vanuatu you out lo chips you start promote them iko lo pauta na you lo instant kava and naya you start ko lo kava lacton extraction and make at one operator blue lo sando lo Vanuatu start make man no things any narlawan lo Pacific mi make time ko lo level lo kava lacton mi ko lo last level lo industry lo kava so now you trade lo different components really available inside lo kava lacton so you start active component you start wrong them so lo next year we looking some budget support budget proposal list of come honorable MP lo you must have create a kava lacton extraction facility lo places lo yumi lo make say all facility also me you must have all farmers lo yumi also karam kava lo kita ikam lo and then all kita lisalem en protaga I value protaga so lisave karem the maximum value lisa karem modlo kava lo kita so you may extract them any costly but suppose you want them say you may maintain them you karem out extract them every value block kava before you start go out you must go down lo blesia now and naya all export block kava also must have talem lo roots and chips ya start call lo all extraction facility no lo US lo China transit lo China y con lo US and lo US plante lo raw material lo costa usum lo consumers pluyumi and lacton will extract them and you need more kind extraction technology lo plesia or facility lo plesia lo megem se imsa create mo che we migrate en pakaus pe emi block kava farmers pluyumi le salem en product lem so e now awane we mi vlai butum lo sam patchet lo mi vlai kam lo next year lo pass to lo MBC and suppose me ko aita through lo one banking facility or one at least you make a facility we available you me ko town online up me see me create them value mo to empowerable people will start lo leaders in terms of so again MB bamba issue lo price block kavaya you with them teaching like technology bamba let them organize with them industry kava industry association you me say look one em no you me say make them lo when we win lo to get aside thank you Thomas.
Thank you, Darka. Give long Director Tourism.
Sorry. Thank you, Chair. I think me omiti me fokatem blo address two other points all blo address no me get TG flag and back with me especially lo site blo update no mo site lo wala one Mr. Penland protocol with them lo site blo norsupa lo one na by upon completion blo airport one no Mr. help them all operator lem now ya lo site blo status update blo wala no mo mi fly committee finish funding blo building back ablution block with them information shelter actually existing infrastructure we start finish lo small island from full up ya you know been operating so house ya mi full town or tigi prok so you know mo kat maintenance plan so mi like committee mi fala finish funding plan through lo chairman lo vipta we mi also so mi to mi declare conflict of interest blo mi kam lo island blo wala lo village blo wala but me try to separate me also thank you me separate me with them all family connections to make sure say me done within transparency and within the framework law financial regulations so through chairman lo viptana me stop managing process ya lo materials lo mi sosem lo santo lo mi ko across I think area where me like got small delay lem na me start lo builder builder me fly karem I think builder will been proposed me come me no got proper licensing business license with them multi blow make so you make them semi vlai must go make proper process plan finally make one proper process where sabe kadam one operator we have got business license me process plan by me take time back in me request me come through office blow DG blow looks to see some possible sole sourcing so that project can is complete before September I think me vlai award them sorry not award them but me vlai commence and process plan timeline me vlai putumna se blow complete before September 2026 ablution block with them information shelter by hemi complete within this time frame yeah. Once hemi complete and while me stop call process plan me also need to revive and back all different association tourism association where stop lo wala but not only lo wala kat some stop lo not site lo nautical lo vow lo achin mo ikam town lo site lo imilo norsu purvip urpiv me need to revive and back all kita back and formalize and back bodia or semi or proper association so that all kata got one voice and then ownership lol product lo kata hemi ko back lol kata. Once you give him a ikat follow up ko mi vlan it lo make sure to say kat connection se visita hemi actually come lo island. So I mean part lo connectivity with them promotions and packaging is very important. Last year you set them up Vanuatu Travel Information Center lo Lakaturo. So I mean address them party where full up sometimes lo pretend no have access lo market and no have access them clients and then you make one information center where me package them blog time sell on their behalf. What them a bit of a commissioning. I think CEO Adela by me mention him later on. I think yes, lo site lo malampa I also been mentioning full up work staff from number of tourism operator compare on one me drop plan day. Me life me notem say me got one big full drop so but I need to get full product development support me go just blow fixing back maintenance blow properties blow but also training all young vala or all vala well staff we need to provide them back training logata blow lisave manage them even simple areas also housekeeping or even accounting bookkeeping me want something me very important logata lo help mo kata kasem lo level well isave se na ali ready blow take business blow kata ikolo next steps. But I think it's important that also area of tourism one area where I think behind me different long tara colleagues lelepet where you focus on one area. Me like at full period, so me must make sure say everything is connect whether I aviation, maritime, land transport. Must get the area where we prioritize level of investment priorities areas too. I mean it coming together. But me like sharing with them. I think last week me launched them through the market forum, marketing strategy. Play me new marketing strategy. I think by me like circulate me come lo too. Identify more areas where now priority areas for the next 4 to 3 years by investment and me call them support them all get. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. As long time me look me got few more minutes start. Let me give him Honorable Member Plo Malaure. Then after by Honorable Member Plo Malakula. I'll give him last question. Firstly, Honorable Member Plo Malaure.
Thank you, Chair. Mimi ask him follow-up question Venice. Pe me take him chance aplo talam. Thank you, Libre. Will answer everyone. Mo through law chairman. Tam you teach say every query play wala. In terms of funding, well, started check them. Now you got four inside law committee. Aplo karem request please go inside or discuss them caucus before you go MBC ploli sabe stop from Katana stop inside. So you got 4 MP lo place away. Probably got straight query play you 4.5 ya probably must increase him. Less than 10 million you must increase him. For a minute by impact them life for people lo community level. So you must have talam set to step you mean act them. You mean waste them time. Be na ya Mr. Assurumi say you got 4 is down lo te probably fight from you ministry play you. Lo caucus before con lo MBC con lo minister decide pe pal katan le karam fo explico. So thank you too much lo time play you we you should answer all question blow me assure me you got 4 lo le karam all query play ko andap. Thank you chair.
Thank you, Honorable Member Plo Malaure. I think give me one comment. Let me give him last question, Honorable Member Plo Malakula, but look also Honorable Member Plo Pentecost raise him hand. But me give him small time limit. Suppose me got me give small time limit before me give him Honorable Member Plo Malakula.
Sorry, Chair. When we happen lo all trade agreement lo yumi with them New Caledonia, MSG2, so you got planted product lo yumi stop inside lo MSG. When we happen lo product ya while na ya yumi sta kamot lo small Pacific lo yumi yumi sta kolo tu la pikula market ya all agreement lo yumi we stop. When we happen lo kata suppose you will sabe karem no me kam lo answer lo tebola. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Member, may I ask him a question long trade agreements? Let me give him time lo DG long respond. But before you respond, we intend long give him time Honorable Member lo Malakula lo ask him last question. Lo make him say after le member you have a respond lo together more random of two. But me give him time leave lo give him last talk lo you. and then by me random of hearing blood this afternoon. Thank you, Honorable Member Plo Malekula.
Thank you, Chairman. Me, thank you, Liu Blo. Allow me, Blo. Ask him a few last questions. We stop. I think, sorry, no more time. Me no permit me, Blo, me continue. But, me want them thank you, Blo, CEO, Blo, video. Blo, save promote them, destination, Blo, me. Especially, Blo, me lo not. When I am here, recently, you used to mention him, say, I got four additional flight, one Blo, international flight, I come Blo, Sando. And me over, me save, time once development kasim Sando, by me. Dispatch tool development every island or not. And while Mr. Dalemose from North Soup, I open a long time. So that once Mr. talk about all routes, Mr. talk about connectivity, once it here reflect as Santo, people tourists, I got a motor come to North Soup. So I may me want something where me glad them. So that's why me tete one question me say not director. So one you prepare me. So you prepare me ready so the more policy. Please have address him development we stop come for it to me. Nabla something by me talk about political interference. So by me talk straight. Me understand say if the staff has a problem blow budget finish what financial constraint we stop. Me understand say been got some environment where you come out lo department of tourism but it's by confirm to ikolo ministry lo some activity and me tell them from the director what am respect to me got you. You understand say all staff li itu staff is in problem to tra toremol pro all island to me from budget constraint. And why me remember lo level of political interference from meeting set time vele passe mol budget lo parliament I got all cost entire. We ministry mi got cabinet mi got blame department mi got blame TG kaka office mi got blame. So me want them to confirm one environment where me bin kolo we come out lo department do you ikolo cabinet. And last question by Mikolo DG or Director of Industry. What current situation do me what pakaus? Imite sarem no mo se PM imites commission ma pakaus mi Milo Santo. And me vrani miklat. Me wan kutula policy tu. Plal pe mol famas mi blo. Especially mi fight back and ma te visit blo one me trade balance play mi bill export mi bagen. You letting say me right blo Bureau of Standard mi operate in Pakaus o senta mi play role be o se regulata o ini play mi also sem activity blo Pakaus and Bureau of Standard mi stop continue blo make work plan. And sorry last question mi forget blo ask him lo tourism, about all data. You got some data in place where you have help me to measure development blo tourism, especially contribution to me lo GDP blo country me. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member Plo Malekula lo question raised. DG with them all directors, me intend plong no allow me for long respond lol question since time you me got only few minutes before 5 o'clock and then you may operate under law standing orders belong Parliament and me intend blo talam lo develop lo all question raised first one by Honorable Member Plo Pentecost lo trade agreements by right in respond I come along committee and lo pack house semak director industry suppose you also have a right come lo committee and lo side lo tourism lo side lo tata I'm to respond by me come lo committee and I could suppose me have a committee have will respond by tomorrow and by me could tomorrow so we ask him questions when we raised by TG and also director tourism and director industry blow you will have a right he come law committee blow respond law questions when we raised by honorable members so by me no have allow many respond now but he may got few minutes stop I may give him at least 1 minute lo DG blo save samama pa all response blong the afternoon. Thank you, DG.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. All honorable members, yes, since we are running out of time, also, Honorable Chair, you've been alluding finished by me. I provide them a written response. Law, I think I will say 4 questions where I come law members law this afternoon. Apart from that, I think one when I just appreciate them is that having this hearing where me have come sharing with you. One will work where all offices, ministry, Mr. Mekem, particular time when become law sales delivery law all ministries equal all people blue you me. I think point where Honorable MP Plumalekula raise him very important in terms of making sure that service delivery continue. It's not only Port Villa because Port Villa is not Vanuatu, a whole Vanuatu. So since we meet the office 2.5 months now, law ministry been instruct them every team members say spend them more time law provinces blue you me instead of looking within Port Villa or outside. So I think I one very important point we made them highlight them afternoon here. And maybe just to say thank you to the committee from Ivulai Talem say Ivulai support them will work from Ivulai. I think ministry and sabe make a work no more is got enough resources in particular financially but also human resource will good for people will stop make sure say service delivery and continue to operate. So I think with that by me continue to story and say Mitalem by any issues we will think say right way me should put them back to order, then we are here to follow that. So with that, on behalf of the team, afternoon here, thank you to Maslo, Yumi, everyone, and all listeners. But we continue to work together. Thank you.
Thank you, Tichi. On behalf of the committee on economic more foreign policy, we thank you thank you lo you feel up savekam the afternoon, especially you teach with them Drifla directors and all senior officials limilong Ministry of Trade, Commerce, NI-VANUATU business. Thank you to Mas Savekam. Thank you for accepting the invitation. Thank you for presence long the afternoon and also all respond where you will sharing with them all members belong committee, honorable members, and also all viewers will stop following me online. Again, me tell them thank you to Mas Loifalam. Me also tell them thank you all viewers will follow me since long did they finish long 2 o'clock come. Me tell them thank you all get that too. Me believe say a lot of information has been given out and plenty will get all clear all questions probably you'll get all questions too and also all response we will give him. Me save give and all get that too. Especially long side long building economy blue me. Again, thank you to Mas Mo. Me now invite him. Secretary belong sabi assist me out long room ya. Pass one good afternoon. Thank you to Mas.